Delta made $10.5 billion in operating profit last year. Impressive, the kind of number that makes shareholders feel warm. But strip out one single revenue stream, not the planes, not the routes, not the seats, and Delta's 10.5% margin flips to a 2.5% loss. Same with United, same with American. Every major U.S. airline operating at a loss. The planes still flew, the passengers still boarded, nothing changed, except the money. Airlines have always been a notoriously bad business. Warren Buffett once said investors would have been better served if someone had shot down Orville Wright's plane at Kitty Hawk. He later bought airline stocks anyway. He lost money. Classic. Over 100 U.S. carriers have filed for bankruptcy since deregulation in 1978. The most recent, Spirit Airlines, which shut down permanently in May 2026, the first major carrier to fully disappear in 25 years. Fuel costs swing with geopolitics, labor eats a third of revenue, and passengers, bless them, will endure middle seats, $14 airport beers, and a boarding process that somehow takes 40 minutes for a regional jet just to save $11 on the fare. So how do they survive? The standard answer? Consolidation, mergers, pricing power, 3 or 4 big players quietly dividing the sky. Not quite. The real answer is that airlines discovered they could make more money without flying anyone at all. Not as a theory, structurally. The planes are still necessary, but not because they generate profit. They generate something more valuable than profit, a reason for you to want a credit card. Here's how it works. Airlines run loyalty programs, SkyMiles, A Advantage, Mileage Plus. You know these names. What you probably haven't considered is who actually buys those miles. Not you. Banks. Visa, Amex, Citi, Barclays. Credit card companies purchase miles in bulk, billions of dollars at a time, then hand them out as sign-up bonuses when you swipe. Delta alone collected $7.4 billion from American Express in 2024. Not from tickets, from a bank for points that might someday become a seat on a flight that hasn't been scheduled yet. American Airlines CEO Robert Isom has said 65% of his company's revenue flows through A Advantage, not to A Advantage, through it. That's not a loyalty program. That's the business. Call this what it is, the float business. Airlines print a private currency. Banks buy it at a premium. Customers spend years hoarding it and occasionally redeem it, but statistically enough never do. Unused miles get released through a process called breakage, which is just accountant speak for you forgot and we kept the money. The plane is the prize on the cereal box, necessary for the product to exist, not where the margin lives. You and I board thinking we're the customer. We're actually the distribution channel. None of this required a villain. The system just evolved to reward whoever found a way to monetize the aspiration of travel, rather than travel itself. That's what every co-branded credit card deal really is. A bet that the promise of a future flight is worth more than the flight itself. Airlines don't fly to make money. They fly to make the money they make elsewhere feel real. That's the whole thing.